I'm going to show you how I organize my Google Calendar to stay organized and productive. The first step is to know your goals and know the categories of your life. Like, what do you do in your day? Do you work? Do you play a sport? Do you have 3 jobs? Do you have a lot of family outings? What are the categories of your life? How do you spend your time? When you're working on your goals, it's so easy to forget about these things, and it's so easy to put these things under the rug unless you force yourself to take action on them and you make time for them. That's what I love about a calendar, is that you schedule your goals like it's an appointment. I just want to show you guys quickly, this is how you create a calendar. You want to create a specific calendar per goal or per category. So down here, as you can see, it says other calendars. Add calendar, create new calendar, blah, 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 whatever your goal is, and then create calendar. It's very, very simple. If you want a cute calendar like mine, go onto Pinterest, search up color codes, and all of these color palettes come up with the color code on them. Just chuck them into Google Calendar and there you go. Look, there's literally examples. If you want your page to look like a strawberry matcha, I definitely don't, because it reminds me of work. I chose these color codes. As you can see, I've gone with quite a neutral, calming colors for my calendar because I don't want it to be overwhelming. I'm going to put the color codes for this calendar right here. If you want to steal them yourself, you've written down your goals, you know the categories of your life, and you've made it pretty. I want you to start outlining the things that you must do. Work responsibilities, life responsibilities. I need you to put your shifts in. As you can see, I'm actually going to be planning out my week with you. It's Monday, which is my day off, and it's my favorite day to plan the week. As you can see, I have my shifts already in because I work every day. I usually would just extend the shift like this if it was taking up my whole day, except I do run the cafe. I do run the business aspect of it, so my day is not normal. I'm working on one thing one day and another thing the next day. So as you can see, I've only done my shifts of when I start, but it goes up until 4 p.m. So I'll do like something like this. Finish shift. Every day, daily. Okay, now we have some kind of outline. We can see the times of my day that are already occupied, and we can see the times that I have available to myself. The next thing I'm going to put in is obligations, but not like obligations, but family obligations. So for example, I'm visiting my sister's new house on Friday. Let's extend that. And then I have my auntie's party on Saturday. She don't know what time it starts, but I have work, so I'll be getting there a bit later. Honestly, usually I would put it in if I did have an event, when an event is planned. So if someone is like, oh, come to my house on the 15th, I'm like, I usually put it in already, which is the best thing ever, because you go to sit down and plan your week and you already kind of have like, you know, you're going out on this day or you're doing this on that day. It's not something that you do and then you stop doing it. It's like something that you constantly keep up with, and I promise you it'll make you so organized. It'll keep you accountable. It'll ensure that you have time for yourself, time for your family, time for work, everything. Honestly, it's been the best thing I've ever done in my life. Next thing I'm going to put in is my workouts. So last week I actually didn't go to the gym at all, not once. And I had planned every single day for me to go to the gym every single day, and I didn't go once. So it was very disappointing to constantly like X that plan. So this week I'm going to aim for 3 to 4 times a week instead of 7 times a week. Upper body and core and cardio. As I'm planning my week, I'm seeing that I'm very busy towards the back end of the week. So that means that for me to reach one of my goals, which is to be fit and healthy and strong, I am going to have to do my workouts at the start of the week, and it looks like I'm quite time poor towards the end of the week. Throughout the week, I'm going to smash it out. I'm going to put everything I have, and then on Friday and Saturday, I'm hanging out with my family and I'm enjoying my time. And that's what I love also about organizing your time, and like planning ahead is so important in my opinion. The next thing that I'm going to do is put in eat lunch. And you might think this is really silly, but I've been really struggling with actually making sure that I get my 3 meals a day in. So I'm going to put in eat your food. I've just put in eat lunch, and also I added in to do my washing on Thursday because I finished all my washing today, which means that I shouldn't have to do washing for the next few days. I'll probably be doing it on Thursday. So I preempted that, put that in. Next thing I want to show you guys is I kind of did a week audit. So I looked at last week and I looked at my calendar and I wrote down all the things that I'm proud of, all the things that I did that I say I do and I actually did it. And I compiled this list of things I'm so proud of that I did that week and things that went well. I wrote this down and I did it. This worked for me. This worked for me. So I wrote everything down that worked for me and then everything else down that I need to work on this week. Example, the gym. Example, eating my lunch. Example, waking up a little bit earlier and making sure I eat some breakfast. Let's put in breakfast. I think like 5:45 is a good time to eat breakfast. It's on my week audit that I really slacked off when it came to my eating and the gym and the health aspect of my goals. One of the things I wrote down is actually to focus on short form content when it comes to my YouTube channel, because I have been enjoying long form content like this, but I haven't been consistent with short form content. So I think at least 2 times a week, I'm going to post a YouTube short. I'm going to do it on this day as well. Last week, I scheduled in making content for the business and it really worked. It really, really helped me. I stuck to it. I posted a lot of content last week and I'm really happy about it. So cafe content, cafe video. Something I want to keep working on is practicing my driving. So I've been driving to work every single day. So I'm going to put that in here as well. Drive to work. The 2 things that I have scheduled for work is work on SOPs and complete the menu because we're launching a new menu. You know what? I'm going to pay for my rego today. I don't know why I put it in during a work day. Work on menu. EB needs it done by Wednesday, so I think all day on Tuesday, and then I'm going to work on the menu down here in the afternoon. Hopefully I have time to do it at work, otherwise I'll just have to move it to the afternoon, which is kind of hard because I'm going to the gym. So the more specific you are, the better, because when you get to the week, you don't have to think. You're like, if I follow this schedule, I'm going to move closer towards my goals and I'm closer to, and I'm becoming the person that I want to be. That's why I love it. So when I'm writing work on menu, work on SOP, I don't really like that. I would like to be more specific. I am going to fix that up and add on specifically what I need to work on to make sure that when this day comes, I know what I'm doing. I'm not guessing or working on something that is completely irrelevant. Restock my cosmetics. And I think, okay, I need to do that on Tuesday. I've just filled in a little bit of my work days because as I'm working on the business, I'm still actually physically working, making drinks, making coffee, serving customers. So I added that in to my calendar. I'm trying to fit in my goals as best as I can, and I do slightly adjust it day to day because like it'll be like, oh, I went overtime, or oh my gosh, I finished this so quickly. I have so much time. And it feels really good knowing that if I complete everything in my calendar, like I said, I'm going to be close to my goals, and I know that future me wants this for myself and present me. Like I really want these things for myself, but it helps me when past me is trying to help future me. That's what it feels like. Like that. This is what these kind of things feel like. It feels good to be organized. It feels good to know that you're working on your goals and you know what you're doing that week. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I also have a beautiful Notion that I would love to show you guys. I'm still working on it, but I really want to show you my Notion. It's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous and it helps me stay organized with all my goals. I use it completely for the business. Everything is on my Notion. I love it so much. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and I really, really, really hope that you start using a calendar and you start dominating your time and start to control your time and be a leader of yourself and ensure that you get taken care of first and foremost before anything else in your life. Because look at all these things, right? This is like things for myself, things for other people, and sometimes life is really difficult and you don't have time for yourself and you always forget about your goals. And I just really want to avoid that in 2026. 2026 is our year. It's my year. I'm so excited for 2026. I've been loving time blocking and organizing my weeks before the week actually comes. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I've included a PDF in the description, which is free, obviously, but I did write like a step-by-step tutorial on how to do this and how to find out what your goals are and how to break down your goals. So if you want to look at that and use that as a guide, it's just linked down below.